came to the U.S., my dad brought his family, me and my family here to the U.S. To have a better life.
Basically, my sister got accepted in college here, and as Middle Eastern families, usually we just stick out together, so we moved together.
I got married to an Oregonian. I met my ex-husband in Zimbabwe, so we moved here.
When I think about my town in Mexico, I think about walking through the plaza. There's always something going on in the plaza.
So as Jordanians in the Middle East, we're known as, like, our stereotype is like we're very serious, we don't laugh a lot. If you compare us to the Egyptians and Lebanese, they are way funnier than us. But we're going there. Driving on 60 miles on a highway for me was crazy. Sticking to the rules was really hard because in Jordan, when you drive, there's no rules, you just drive. You don't use the signals, you just drive the way you want.
I miss the oneness that was there, the community, and we grew up with nothing, but we had each other. So it was like we had everything. And when I started to move to here to America, I started to look back. I'm like, wow, that life was really hard. And I started like, wow, that is actually not a good life. That was suffering, you know, running on bare feet, and whether it's hot or cold, you still run on bare feet, cracked feet, and no warm jacket, stuff like that. So I had to learn to heal that. At the time, I was having fun, but the emotions comes because I feel I wish I can help them also to not go through that suffering. Going to school was tough. You know, I had to run for miles and miles with no shoes just so I can make it, so I can speak to you in this way, you know.
It was really hard for my mom than for someone else, than for us, because she had to leave her family and her mom and her dad and her job and come to a country where she was not able to work. Since then, my mom hasn't worked. Yeah, moms and dad leave everything they have in their countries to give their kids a better life. So, and we should appreciate that, and I appreciate it every day.
I wasn't happy at all to be here, not because it's not a good place, but because I left all my friends and family. So for me, it was no friends, no job, no people I know here, so it was really hard for me. Well, actually, I stayed depressed for 4 months here. I didn't want to see anyone. I didn't want to connect with anyone.
Like back home, you know, my next door neighbor, I'll say, hi, good morning, or good afternoon, or I can even invite them for tea or something. I didn't see that here.
Everything was really different and shocking, and the food and the tortillas were not good. I felt like I was thinking too much on what I had lost and not really seeing what I had here. My mom always said, we cannot have everything in life. So you have one thing, but you don't have the other.
But it was really hard on my children because they were picked on a lot for their accent by other black children. And that was not good. So I decided to create a program for children to show others that we are one. You know, our accents, the way we eat, the way we dress should not define who we are. I'm a dancer. I come from a family that music is just part of us. So I applied for grants, and I'll bring these children into my dance so they can learn dancing. And then I produced a performance, which I call a dance theater. And they feel good, and it builds their self-esteem too, you know. I realize who I am. I am love. Wow, what does love do? Love heals. How does love heal? So I found how to heal through love.
So the thing I really love is the parks here in Oregon, to just walk and contemplate the nature. The basic or like the most shocking thing for people in the West, if you are Arab, you're Muslim. You're never Christian, you're never anything else. So they are always shocked, like, oh my God, how you can be Christian and Arab at the same time? Like, this is a shock for them. But like, I'm Christian, I grew up as Christian, and on the weekend we have a youth group with the church for the Arabic young adults. So we're trying to keep them on track to have everything like enlightened, to know what's wrong and what's right, and them to choose what's best for them. I feel peace when I'm in like with nature, you know, like since like I believe in God, I just feel like, oh wow, He created all this.
Because we get together, we have a huge family, and I mean, we start eating like at noon, and then we finish like at midnight. I always wanted to work for the government since I remember, since living in the US. So I applied for the city of Gresham, but I never thought I would be hired. It was a surprise for me, and it was a surprise for my husband and my family. It was a good surprise. I never thought that I was going to be able to work for the city because I didn't see myself fitting there because of my background. So I think it's really important for the community to see that everyone can apply. We just sometimes think it's not for us, but it's for everyone, and it's there for everyone.
What I like about being here in America is that there is opportunities. You can go to school after you're an adult. Back home, once you fail or you get pregnant while it's in school, that's it, done.
I just say the quality of life here, like, oh wow, it's just like, I know this is better for me. Oh my God, I just can walk in the street without being harassed in the street. So this is one of the things, like when I get a daughter, I want her to feel okay walking in the street, not having to suffer the same thing I used to do in Jordan.
The things that make me happy here in the US, one, my family. I have my mom and my dad and my brothers, and that's a really good thing because many people don't have their family here.
I believe we all want to like live in our countries, but we can't somehow. If these people had a better opportunity in their countries, they wouldn't think about immigrating or like leaving their countries.
Just knowing that as you come here as an immigrant, you bring something beautiful, something authentic to this, to add to this beauty, and just be proud and bold and share it, you know? That's why people travel to our countries. Why don't we see that part? People travel to our countries because they see the beauty there, you know? But when we are here, we are afraid to show them the beauty they are going out there for. Let's show them here. Just open up, dance, sing, do something, cook, tamales, whatever that is.